see Vishnu Som. In fact, defense editor joins us on the phone line. Vishnu, take us through what exactly is going to happen very soon and also a little detail about the Tejas LCA.
So the Tejas light combat aircraft has now been inducted into the Indian Air Force. It's part of the number 45 squadron of the Indian Air Force. Each squadron of the IAF has about 18 aircraft, and the first one should be near full strength in a short period of time from now. The Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, who is now getting set to fly in the rear seat of that Tejas fighter, will get a first-hand experience of the capability of the jet, which the Indian Air Force is now procuring in larger numbers. The different variants of the Tejas aircraft, the one which has entered squadron service is called the Tejas Mark 1. A more capable version, which is fully weaponized, is called the Tejas Mark 1A, and a handful of these are slowly going to be inducted into that first squadron very soon. And then eventually the Indian Air Force will be acquiring approximately 83 of the Tejas Mark 1A variants, which are extremely capable aircraft and very much to the standard that the Indian Air Force wants of this particular platform, before working towards a Tejas Mark II aircraft, which starts entering service in quite a few years from now. The Tejas Mark II will be redesigned somewhat. It will be a larger aircraft, more capable, greater range, more weapon capable, carrying capability. So that's very much where the future of the Tejas program is going to be. Simultaneously, there is a development of a prototype for a naval variant of the Tejas, but this is essentially a technology demonstrator which has made some important and rapid strides and may eventually get an opportunity to test many of these capabilities which have been developed on board the deck of the Indian aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya. That should be in a few months from now. I've flown on the Tejas light combat aircraft, in fact the very same aircraft which the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh is flying on. It's got the tail number, the same aircraft, in fact one of the couple of trainers which they have in service. So the pilots who will be flying this will be able to give him a first-hand look at the sensors on board, the radar's performance, the multifunction displays, all of which have been designed in-house to an Indian specification. And so it's very much a work in progress, is the Tejas, but the induction of this aircraft in large numbers is important for the Indian Air Force, because the squadron strength of the IAF is depleting quickly, and against its sanctioned squadron strength of approximately 39.5 squadrons, the Indian Air Force finds that those numbers are coming down because older aircraft like the MiG-27 and several variants of the MiG-21 are progressively being de-inducted, decommissioned. And therefore, the pace at which we are able to manufacture the Tejas is very, very important. There's been a final series of delays as far as the pricing on the Tejas Mark 1A is concerned, where the price stated by Hindustan Aeronautics, the manufacturer of the aircraft, was deemed to be too high. But in the last couple of weeks, there seems to be progress on that, and the order will be placed with Hindustan Aeronautics for the manufacture of these aircraft. Very significantly, there is now an ecosystem involved in the manufacture of these aircraft as well. So it's not just Hindustan Aeronautics which manufactures the plane A to Z. Different components are being produced by different manufacturers across the country, and all of these are then being integrated in the final integration area, which is at Hindustan Aeronautics. But if you've got different components and very important subsystems being developed elsewhere to a particular design and to a particular standard, then the pace at which final integration of the aircraft takes place before it can be handed over to the Indian Air Force is that much faster. The pace at which India can develop the Tejas aircraft is very, very important, because we need to be inducting a large number of these aircraft every year. So while the initial manufacturing capability was very small, very restricted, approximately 4 to 6 aircraft a year, they are looking to up this to at least 12 aircraft a year, perhaps up to 16 aircraft a year, so that final order of 80-odd aircraft in the Tejas Mark 1A variant can be completed within a relatively finite period of time. So it'll be an interesting experience for the Defence Minister. I'm not aware of whether he's flown on a fighter aircraft before. I don't think he has. But the Tejas program, from being a program which didn't seem to have much of a future, has come along nicely. It's an aircraft that integrates Indian technologies, that is really radars and weapon systems from all over the world to actually be a fairly capable performer. And hopefully in the days ahead, as its capabilities are enhanced in different phases, from Mark 1 to Mark 1A to Mark 2, then we'll have a very capable fighter indeed. And that's what the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be experiencing.